مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Dear students of grade 9, I welcome you once again. Today we are going to talk about Module 4A with the title The Power Cut. Student book page 40, and let's get started. لكن قبل ذلك، وكما هي عادتنا مؤخرا، أذكركم بقيمة هذا الأسبوع. قيمتنا هذا الأسبوع هي respect أو الاحترام. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: ليس منا من لم يرحم صغيرنا ولم يوقر كبيرنا. رواه الترمذي وصححه الألباني. هذه القيمة أحباء الطلاب، قيمة الاحترام، من أهم وأجل القيم التي تقوم عليها المجتمعات. إذن ينبغي علينا كطلاب أن نحترم زملائنا وأن نحترم معلمينا، ثم قبل ذلك نحترم والدينا وكبار السن. إذا فعلنا هذه القيمة في حياتنا نستطيع بإذن الله تعالى أن نكون عونا لهذه الأمة وعونا لهذا البلد في التقدم والرقي. Now with the objectives we have today. Number 1, choose the best line to say after reading a comic strip correctly. To decide who says each phrase correctly by reading the second frame of the comic strip. 3, reorder 6 given sentences correctly by reading the comic strip again. And before we start the text, let me ask you a question. What should we do if there is a power cut? Power cut معناها انقطاع للتيار الكهربائي. To know that, let us watch this video.
Oh, what a shame we couldn't be outside. I'm sure we'll have fun anyway. Mike, do let me help.
No, I told you. It's my treat tonight. Everyone else, relax.
Oh dear. Pick the worst day of the year for a garden party, eh, Mike?
Oh, it's raining even more heavily. What's happened?
Oh, it's a wretched power cut. The storm's caused it.
Don't worry. The engineers will go out and fix it.
Torches! I'll find the torches. Help! Help!
Don't worry, sir.
But I don't like the dark. Ow! My nose! I think they've broken my nose.
Oh dear, let me see. Oh! Help! Oh! I was in the kitchen.
You weren't cooking anything, were you, Dillis? Because it's important to turn off your cooker when there's a power cut.
No, I wasn't. Oh, but I hope the lights come on soon. It's spooky. Ah! Norman Price!
Now let us start with vocabulary. When there is no electricity in a building or area, it's called power cut. For example, storms caused power cuts in hundreds of homes last night. Hurt or physically harmed means injured. She was told to stay in bed to rest her injured back. To hit someone and injure or kill him, knock over. She got knocked over by a taxi as she was walking. Shout and make a noise means to scream. A spider landed on her pillow and she screamed. To cause to flow, move, fall, or spread means to spill. I spilled coffee on my thawb last night. To lose blood means to bleed. You cut yourself, your arm is bleeding. When you knock your foot against something and fall or lose your balance, trip over. He broke his leg when he tripped over the stairs. To break the surface of the skin by rubbing against something rough is to graze. He fell down and grazed his knee. To put your foot on or in something means step on. Ow, you stepped on my foot. An injury to the ankle by a sudden movement. Sprained ankle. He sprained his ankle playing squash. Now let us read the text together.
Module 4. What happened? 4A. 1. Read. The power cut.
Listen, everyone. Sorry, but we have to stay a little longer tonight. Oh no, a power cut.
Ow, my head!
Look out! Don't worry, I'm coming.
Ah, that's hot!
Somebody get a torch. Ouch!
I'm so sorry, Mr. Baxter. Here you are. Are you injured?
You knocked me over, Jake. Why were you running?
I was trying to help. I heard someone scream.
That was me.
What happened to you, Liam?
I was sitting at my desk. I wasn't doing anything. I was waiting for the lights to come back on. Suddenly, someone spilt boiling hot tea all over me. It burned my face. That's why I screamed.
Sorry about that, Liam.
Ken, you're bleeding. What happened to you?
I was coming back from the cafeteria with some tea for my sore throat. I tripped over something and grazed my head on a desk.
So, that was you?
What do you mean, Peter? Where were you?
Well, I was carrying some boxes to my desk over there. Suddenly, I stepped on something, lost my balance and fell, and I think I've sprained my ankle. Then I heard someone trip over the boxes.
I don't believe this.
Okay, now read the comic strip. Choose the best last line for Mr. Baxter to say in picture 8. Why is it the best option? Mr. Baxter said, I don't believe it. How will he continue the line? Will he say, do you really think we can work during a power cut? Somebody usually has an accident during a power cut. Or C, someone please fix the light before we have any more accidents. The answer is C. Why? Because as you saw, all of them almost had accidents, and some of them were even injured. Now, read the second frame of the comic strip again. Who says each phrase? The first one, ow, my head, was said by Ken. Don't worry, I'm coming, was said by Jake. Ah, that's hot, it was said by Liam. Somebody get the torch, was said by Mr. Baxter. And finally, look out, was said by Peter. Again, what happened when the lights went out? Put the sentences in order, write 1 to 6. So, number 1, Peter fell down and sprained his ankle. Number 2, yes, Ken tripped. Number 3, very good. Ken spilled hot tea over Liam. After that, very good. Liam screamed. Then Jake ran to help Liam. And finally, Jake knocked over Mr. Baxter. Now before we end, let us practice together. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Who was carrying the boxes? If you remember, the one who was carrying the boxes is Peter. Number 2, Where is Ken coming from? Yes, he was coming from the cafeteria because he had brought some tea. What did Ken have in his hand? As I said earlier, he had some hot tea. And by this, dear students, we come to the end of our session. Until we meet next time, أقول لكم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.